Nerd City has in recent times become one of the most important figures in the commentary community, typically focusing on YouTube and wider internet culture. Nerd City's videos expose the immoral and deceptive behaviours of individuals and the platform they're on, due to the presentation of their excessive research by recurring characters, as well as Nerd City's extremely unique and well-produced aesthetic. Nerd City has become an exceptionally recognisable channel. When you see the quality of their content, it's easy to understand their current success. But how did Nerd City get to where they are today? All will be revealed in today's video on the rise of Nerd City.
Tonight's the night!
Dylan, let's just jump into it.
Time magazine calls her.
Who is she? Where did you find her?
That he fucked me? With
Knowledge. Boy, is it popular! Come with Dr. Downvote as we take a fucking look.
The Nerd City channel was created on the 26th of June 2015, and only one day after both episode 1 and 2 of the Nerd City's first series was uploaded, entitled Ask the Devil. These were originally uploaded to the Devil's personal account, which no longer has any content on it, but it may have been a cosplay related channel many years ago. A third episode was uploaded almost a year later in April 2016, but that wasn't all that was occurring on the Nerd City channel during this time. The first year of Nerd City was very different to what you see today. Their videos include multiple comedy sketches, such as ones on Pokemon Go and also on Wolverine, where he struggles to get his claws to come out and starts taking pills for it. They also did a few challenge videos where they eat habanero peppers and then play Tetris. Nerd City's girlfriend did one of these, and so too did Nerd City himself. This was his first appearance on the channel, but not on YouTube. Nerd City featured on a channel called Update Warrior in July 2014, where you can see Nerd City making a coffee while Update Warrior gives him instructions based off a silly Facebook post. There could be other stuff out there, but this is the earliest video I could find of Nerd City. However, back on the Nerd City channel during this time, there was an individual you wouldn't recognise today, and who this person is seems relatively unknown. All of her social media accounts have been abandoned for years. This individual was Penny Havoc. The only video with her still up is Poison Ivy Gotham Cop Fail. However, Nerd City described her as just some friend's ex, and her privated video seemed to have been quite redundant. For example, I was a little concerned about the title of a Dark Souls 2 video, especially when I found links to it on some very adult sites. But reading through Reddit posts suggests this was just her playing Dark Souls 2 and fighting an in-game boss with no armour. Regardless, the Nerd City channel at this time was almost unrecognisable compared to what you see today, and really struggled to gain much viewership or a following during this time. However, the Nerd City channel was about to change. On November the 10th, 2016, the Dr. Downvote character was introduced with the video Unsubscribed Prince EA. In this video, Nerd City exposes Prince EA for a number of issues. These include how his previous passion in rap makes him a bit of a hypocrite in a number of ways, and how he uses other people's quotes and then credits them as his own. Nerd City created a few of these Dr. Downvote exposed videos during this time, but none of them blew up like you'd expect. In fact, Nerd City himself has stated that his original Prince EA video was mostly just a throwaway video, while they were working on a bigger project they felt had more potential. They only thought friends and family would be interested in the Dr. Downvote character, as very few people were watching at the time. And at first that was the case, with it only getting a couple thousand views in its first few months. But only 6 months later, Dr. Downvote would be on the up. After obtaining under 5,000 subscribers in almost 2 years on the platform, Nerd City were about to have 10 times that amount of subscribers.
Just before their release, the YouTube community were already starting to turn on the Daddy of 5 channel, whose videos involved parents pranking their own kids. YouTubers began to point out that their pranks were just straight up child abuse, and nobody did this better than Nerd City. In their first video in the series, titled Worst Dad, Dr. Downvote showcases an uncomfortably large amount of clips involving child abuse. No other channel went this deep into Daddy of 5's history of abuse, and this makes Nerd City's video quite uncomfortable to watch. This, along with the beginnings of the unique presentation that Nerd City is known for, it's no surprise why this video blew up as much as it did. In fact, it blew up so hard that on its first day, it dwarfed every other video that they made. But the success of the series would not end there. At the time, the channel at the forefront of exposing Daddy of 5 was veteran YouTuber Philip DeFranco. He released countless videos on the issue, but Philip DeFranco was really known to be the one that really sparked this conversation, so much so that mainstream media got involved. And it's no surprise they did. There was so much to talk about, from the catalog of abuse to the kids eventually getting removed from their parents. But this did not stop Nerd City from taking a unique approach in his final video on the topic titled Worst Fans. This video took a look at the Facebook fan page and really highlighted the type of people that enjoyed this content. Facebook fan groups, being the crusty underbelly of the mainstream internet, really kind of highlighted just an upsetting amount of people that enjoyed these videos. And while this was a great video on its own, what really made it pop was the endorsement from Philip DeFranco. In the video, DeFranco singles out Nerd City for his research, and he cites him as the go-to video for information on the topic. Needless to say, the endorsement from such a big channel was huge for Nerd City, doubling their subscribers in under a month. Philip DeFranco and Nerd City have been associated ever since, but this isn't the only channel to positively affect Nerd City.
Nerd City is featured on a variety of podcasts, including the Cold Ones, who have worked with Nerd City on multiple occasions. He's had multiple creators such as Colossal is Crazy do dramatic readings on his channel. Even PewDiePie has talked at length in one of his videos about Nerd City's video on YouTube's secret rating system. Probably the YouTuber most associated with Nerd City is Rusty Cage, as both have worked together on various projects on each other's channels. They've also featured together on Monkey Jones' Wheel of Punishment series, who also has a standalone video on Nerd City. In this video, Monkey brings to light multiple situations where Nerd City has been extremely altruistic towards other people, and it paints him as an extremely good person, which may go a long way to explain why Nerd City has gained the contacts he has. Two of YouTube's most well-known commentators, Drew Gooden and iDubbbz, featured in the most popular Nerd City video, Tryhards 3. This video exposes how Tana Mongeau uses Photoshop to destroy countless environments and discusses the success of the Tryhards experiment of trying to become famous on social media with a photoshopped large bottom. The entire series was a success, with Tryhards 3 now having over 3 million views. This would also coincide with the return of Ask the Devil, which has now been unlisted due to its call to action being updated, and the comments being filled with misinformation. With Tryhards, Drew Gooden and iDubbbz were not the only main contributors. Ethan and Neela Klein were also huge influences in this series. Nerd City has mentioned on multiple occasions that they were the main inspiration for him and his girlfriend Nikki to work on videos together. The Tryhards series was a long time in the making, and was the bigger project they were working on during the Princier Downvote video a year earlier. At this time, their second channel, Nerd Suburbs, was created. There's not much of note on here, and it seems to be mostly for shitposts and funny edits. However, the channel seems somewhat abandoned now, probably due to the high effort required for the main channel content. At this point, exposing high profile YouTubers had resulted in Nerd City's highest success, and this continued with their videos on Sniper Wolf and Jake Paul. The Jake Paul video is of note as it was the first to criticise his excessive advertisement techniques towards children, which would be illegal on other broadcasting platforms like television. Since then, stricter regulations for child advertisement and data collection have been enforced on YouTube. To say he was the main variable in these regulations existing on the platform is a huge stretch, but to say he started the conversation on child advertisement in the wider YouTube community is a fact. From the Jake Paul videos to now, Nerd City has had a mostly steady climb towards the 1 million subscriber milestone. From talking to my own viewers, the two-part merch series, which would signify the return of Tryhard, seemed to be their overwhelming favourite, while my personal favourite Nerd City video would probably be the YouTube's biggest live video. All three of these videos are incredibly insightful for anyone who wants to take their content creation more seriously. The former is pretty self-explanatory in what it achieves, but as someone with absolutely zero creative flair or knowledge of the life of an online artist, the second video on merch completely shaped my perception on the respect these people deserve. YouTube's biggest lie, on the other hand, is hugely important for understanding an aspect of the algorithm that had been almost completely hidden previously. YouTube's bots will demonetize videos based on each word a title has. Each of these words holds weight on a 0 to 1 confidence level. Nerd City's video brings to light a user-created list of these words, which is incredibly helpful for researching topics and potentially demonetized words. This list was created by YouTubers CLO and YouTube Analyzed, and CLO has been a hugely influential creator for multiple Nerd City videos. With Nerd City's most recent video on Lele Pons, Nerd City further cemented his stance on content directed towards children. And all of this, everything discussed in this video, has led to Nerd City being one of the most well-respected members of the commentary community. With their unique style, endless contacts, and an eye for a captivating take on any topic, it would seem the rise of Nerd City is set to continue. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you also to Papa Sage for his contribution to this video. He typically creates quality video essays about video games, so if that sounds like your kind of thing, definitely try some of Papa Sage's content. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and clicking the bell to keep up to date with everything I upload. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.